What's up guys, and welcome back to the Pokemon and Mega Arena Alpha Sapphire video covering some more Mega Evolution, speculation and possibilities. Again, we're looking at some more Johto Pokemon today. As I said, I'm looking at suggestions from the comment section. If I see a suggestion that's put in there and I think, it's a pretty good idea, I will definitely check out that Pokemon and look at it, Obviously I'm looking at the ones I want to look at as well, but if you guys have any that you want looked at in particular, I might pick up on it and sort of think, I'll look at that for the sake of that sort of thing. And stuff like that. So again, we're covering 3 Pokemon as usual, guys, and I guess as usual, leave down feedback in the comment section below about what you think of each Mega Evolution, typing, the stat changes, and the ability. So let's get on with it. So today, well, someone suggested Ariados, Mega Ariados, and obviously Ariados and Ledian are they're a duo pretty much, they're related to each other, so I am going to cover Ledian first. So, Mega Ledian, it's a bug flying type Ledian is, again, based on a ladybug pretty much, just with obviously additions. It's got 4 arms, 2 legs, I'm not sure how many arms or legs a normal ladybug, a ladybug. Pokemon is shifting with real life, guys, it's just not going to happen. Okay, I'm not sure how many legs a normal ladybug has, but obviously Ledian is based off of those. What would Mega Ledian look like? Well, I've realised design here. You can see basically its limbs have lengthened a bit, and it's sort of it's got buffed up a bit. It's now got a 2-section body. I mean, this could also be a normal evolution of Ledian, but I think it could also class for Mega. It's got very similar wings. Its head is similar, just smaller, and its antennae are pushed forward, and its arms and legs are the same, just longer, I guess. So, what type you want to see for Mega Ledian? I would see a bug fighting type, because obviously it has fists, it gets moves like Comet Punch, stuff like that. Things that suggest it's going to be fighting type. Obviously it could stay bug flying, but I would see that change to bug fighting. Same typing as Heracross, but doesn't mean we can't have it again, because that would be interesting. Obviously it could then have different sort of boosts and obviously different move pools, stuff like that. Then we've got stat changes with attack up and speed up, because that's exactly what I'd imagine for it to be here. Being a faster Pokemon with a higher attack stack, because obviously it's got longer, bulkier arms, so it can do more damage. Stuff like that, not much really to say there. And then ability, normal Ledian's hidden ability is Iron Fist, so obviously that's a big possibility for it to carry across there. Some people ask, or some people say, I put no effort in by just saying they might get their hidden ability. I include the hidden ability if I think it's a good hidden ability for the Mega Evolution I see, and also, and the reason is because obviously Blaze can carry across his hidden ability, so it's very likely that other Pokemon may do in the future as well. And obviously, if the hidden ability fits what the Mega Evolution does, I'm going to sort of include it in that sense. So, Iron Fist, obviously for the ability there, because that's going to allow it to do more damage with Comet Punch. I'm not sure what punches it gets. I might get some like Ice Punch, but I'm not quite sure. I haven't used Ledian before. But something like that. The other ability that was suggested to me was No Guard, which means that all attacks will definitely hit either way, which could be helpful. Again, it's similar, Machamp gets, I'm pretty sure, as a, I guess, I don't know exactly what you'd see, but you guys get what I mean there, it would make sense being a fighting type. But yeah, those are the 2 abilities I see for Mega Ledian, Iron Fist or No Guard. There may be others that could get, but those are the 2 I see. Just sort of, building on the fighting type. Obviously, Heracross has got abilities like Moxie available to it, and obviously Mega Heracross has Skill Link, so might want to, build a slightly different set of Mega Ledian here, rather than it having sort of, I don't know, boosting attack up. Maybe have Iron Fist to, well, again, boost attack up. But you guys get what I mean there. Sort of not exactly the same as Heracross, and have a different usage. It could also have Levitate as an ability, because obviously it has wings that sort of keep it levitating in the air, even though it's not a flying type, so that could be helpful there. Sort of, losing the flying type, but also keeping the flying type sort of thing, but obviously losing its ability. But yeah, so those are what I see for Mega Ledian. But now on to Mega Ariados, which is one that's actually suggested to me in the comments section. So Ariados is the counterpart to Ledian, as I said. Ariados is a bug poison type, conversely to the bug flying type, based on a spider or some form of spider pretty much, as is obvious, I guess, not much to say there. Now, finding Mega Ariados art was very hard, because obviously Ariados is not a big candidate for Mega Evolution. But I found this one. It's actually an evolution of Ariados, but it has some traits that I would see for Mega Ariados as well. So you can see it here. Very similar sort of body style. It's just bulked up quite a lot. Obviously its main body is now split into 2. It looks like, or at least it's bringing its back side up. And you can see 2 nice nasty pincers on the back as well as pincers on its front. And 3 horns on its head now as opposed to the single one we had earlier, and obviously bigger legs too, and some nasty patterns on its back, I guess, back section. But obviously it wouldn't look exactly like that, because obviously it's too much for change. but I couldn't find anything else, so this art is better than no art, eh guys? So, typing rise for Mega Ariados. I got two here. First off, it could stay Bug Poison, which is very possible, or it could change to a Bug Dark type. Now, I don't think we've had a Bug Dark type before, to my knowledge, off the top of my head, which would make it interesting. And Bug Dark would be pretty cool for it, because obviously it does look like a pretty dark Pokemon. It's very menacing already, so doing some changes, like obviously this design here, at least in the Mega Evolution, does look quite menacing and stuff like that. So Bug Dark wouldn't be too much of a push. Stat change wise for Mega Ariados, I would say it being a, well, not totally defensive, just more defensive, so both of his defenses boosting up to, you know, just get some more. Obviously it's bulked up as well here, so that would obviously build on that as well. Now, ability-wise for Mega Ariados, this is actually the ability that was suggested to me when the person suggested the set, and I thought, you know, it's a pretty, you know, it's pretty decent ability, exactly what I think Mega Ariados should get. So, you know, not much more to say for it, I guess. And that's Prankster, which would allow it to use stuff like Sticky Web and get priority there. Other types like other moves like Toxic. I'm not sure what else Ariados gets, but Prankster would seem like a very good ability for it, because obviously it's a spider, it's sort of sneaky, stuff like that, so Prankster does sort of fit in with that whole sort of what it's about, I guess. Plus also, you know, the fact that it would just make a bit of sense, because obviously it would help it out because it's defensive and it has Prankster, similar to Sableye actually, so that helps out a lot there. And it's sort of defensive Pokemon that has Prankster and can sort of, you know, lay down Sticky Web. I'm not sure what it might get, spikes possibly because of its design, but I'm not sure. But you know, that's the idea I have there for Prankster on Mega Ariados. So let me know what you think down below in the comment section. And we'll move on to the last Pokemon for today, which is obviously moving off the bug types now. This is definitely a Pokemon I was going to cover anyway, but I saw it's just a few times in the comment section, and that is Mega Crobat. So, Crobat, as we know, is a poison flying type, and obviously poison flying type is Crobat sort of thing. It's based on a bat, as you know. So, just jumping straight to trace, what would Mega Crobat look like? Now, I love this design, it's awesome. You can see the wings have actually become more sort of jagged, more sort of spiky, I guess, in that sense. So, you know, stuff like that. And you can see its lower wings have actually just become pure, like, exact same as the, I guess, the under wings as they were, sort of thing. And its face has gotten actually a lot more menacing too. Its mouth has sort of bent down even more, and it's got two shades of colouring on its upper body now in pink, one purple now. And its ears have gone the purple colour as well, which looks very... I love this design in general. Anyway, moving on to the typing for Mega Crobat. I've got two typings again I can see happening. First off, obviously it's Poison Flying. Very obvious because it's exactly what it is in the first place, and this design here looks like exactly how it would be Poison Flying. However, I thought about another one, which was Poison Dark. So that's removing the Flying type and putting a Dark type there. Obviously this would be a bit weird because then it has wings still, but it's not a Flying type. But there are Pokemon that levitate and fly that don't have the Flying type, which is just stupid. Anyway. Or we could possibly go to Dark Flying as another possibility there. It wouldn't be... I'd like it to have Poison and Dark type, obviously, but then Flying has to be factored in there. But, you know, Poison Dark again is another possibility in my opinion. Stat change wise for Mega Crobat, I would see attack and speed rising, very basic there, just becoming a more physical evolution, more Mega Evolution with a bit of a higher speed. Maybe defense rising a tiny bit, same as special defense, and then special attack again a tiny bit, not too much though. I wouldn't see any huge stat changes for Mega Crobat, just sort of a general boost up. And then ability for Mega Crobat, I've got two here. Again, we've got the hidden ability, which I think would work quite well, which is an Infiltrator, which allows it to hit past subs and reflect and light screen and stuff like that, which is quite good, because obviously then you can get past subs sometimes, so sometimes it's helpful then. Obviously, again, reflect and light screen don't actually affect it. So again, it looks like the Mega Crobat's design here at least looks very much like it would fit, Infiltrator would fit it. It would, you know, make a lot of sense. The other ability I thought of for Mega Crobat that looks like it would work with this design is Sniper. I think that would really work quite well with Mega Crobat. That boosts up the power of critical hits from 2 times to, you know, instead of doing 2 times damage, it does 3 times damage, I'm pretty sure, at least off the top of my head. Anyway, it boosts up the power, how much damage critical hits do. And I think that'd be very good for Mega Crobat there, especially since, you know, if it, I don't know if it gets Night Slash of the move, obviously then if it became a Dark type with Night Slash, high critical hit ratio, then that thing would be very, very powerful indeed, but I'm not quite sure. But anyway, Sniper I think would really just work. It would work there for the design, you know, everything for Crobat there, Mega Crobat. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for Mega Crobat as well, guys. Like, it's not much to say for either any of these Mega Evolutions. They're very basic Mega Evolutions. I guess let me know what you think about Crobat down below in the comment section, what you think of the typing, the stat changes, and the ability as well. Because, like, you know, you guys get what I mean there. So yeah, basically guys, let me know down below about what you think about Mega Crobat, the typing, the statuses and the ability, as well as Mega Ledian and Mega Ariados. And that pretty much sums up today's video guys. As I said at the start, please let me know down below in the comment section what sort of other Johto Pokemon you want me to look at in particular. And obviously if there's any any ideas I see and I think that's a good idea, I'll pick it out and I shall put it in the video. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, and I guess I'll be seeing you next time guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye my friends.